talk to me about Concacaf. This is how the table looks after the September international break. Let's go.
All right. You want to do this from the bottom down or from the bottom of the table up?
Any order. What we should do? Let's do like a round robin format. You know, you go, then I go, and you know we talk about Mexico, Canada, and then you go, I go. You know what I mean? And Hugo Perez. Let's go.
Let's start. Speaking of Hugo Perez, well, let's start with El Salvador, I guess. So I think El Salvador have already shown us that they're going to be a very difficult team to beat in this cycle. They picked up two very, very gritty home draws, identical score lines, 0-0 against the U.S. and Honduras, which if you're a U.S. fan, it kind of alleviates a little bit of the frustration of that result because they've also been able to do the same thing against other opposition in the octagonal. And they're just they're just a side that has been set up under their manager, Hugo Perez, in such a way that they're very tactically organized. They're disciplined, and they already have the look of a team that will not necessarily challenge for a top 4 spot, but they are not going to be a team that you can readily dismiss as easy because this is not your father's El Salvador. This is not the El Salvador of previous World Cup qualifying cycles. They are a side here that will take points off of you. And unfortunately, so far, looks like they're unable to replicate that form away from home. Canada made relatively easy work of them. But El Salvador, at the end of the day, I think are possibly good enough to prevent another team from making the cut. But I don't really see them doing very much in the octagon as they've demonstrated so far.
But yeah, I do agree with what you said about El Salvador. They do like the goal scoring prowess, but tactically under Hugo Perez, they're set up really, really well. What he has done different than the managers of old is integrate a lot of American-born El Salvadorians, and a lot of them are playing in the second division in U.S. football, the USL. And you could see there's some neat little players here and there, and they have a project going. I think they should not abandon the project. The El Salvadorian FA should stick with Hugo Perez because you could see he has the right mentality, he has the right philosophy, and the team is echoing what the manager is actually doing and his plan. 2026, it's feasible. It's attainable to make it back to the World Cup because El Salvador did make it to the World Cup before, but I say 2026, 2022 is a little bit, it's a little bit too much. You could see how they started. They could get results, but not the wins. Draws here, draws there. You saw what they did at home, and when they went to Canada, they struggled, man. They struggled. And with that said,